Welcome, guys, to my channel. It is called Adam the Blackbeard, and actually, it's my friend gave that name to me, and why not? Because I have a beard before, but since I work at food and beverage department, so I can't have that beard so much. And because I have this, is because we wear face mask, so it's fine. It's cool. I hide it under my mask. It's cool, but later I need you know, to clean it up. So, all right. My first ever video is ghost footage too scary to watch. How scary is that? Let's get into it.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some spooky videos that may just leave you speechless. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content just like this.
Hey, make sure to subscribe. He is one of the most what's called the most collectible. No, this guy collect many scary videos, and hey, why not, right? It's called Slap Hand. Subscribe to him, okay?
Posted to Reddit by user Regal27, this ghost footage is equal parts heartwarming and potentially disturbing. First, the uploader explains that the grandma of the little girl in the footage had recently passed away. According to Japanese custom, the grandmother's ashes were being kept for 49 days, awaiting graveyard burial. However, it seems that the grandmother had a bit of exploring left to do before allowing herself to be laid to rest permanently. As the girl's father proudly records her playing piano, the camera angle allows the viewer to see a singular toy car wheel by in the background. The uploader explains that only he and his daughter were in the room at the time, meaning the toy must have been pushed past by some other force. Moving so purposefully, it's practically impossible for the toy to have moved that way without someone pushing it.
Or it could be a toy that, you drag it up on the floor and just, release your hand and you go. Maybe, but who knows? I'm not there. These guys. So who knows? If you decide whether it's true or not. Let's continue, shall we? I've talked too much. Let's go.
The connection between the grandmother's ashes and the toy quickly becomes apparent. The uploader believes the spirit of the grandma moved the toy car. As a viewer, it seems highly probable that the two circumstances are linked, and that the grandma is benevolently enjoying her last few moments with her family before she's laid to rest for good. Posted to Reddit by user Opposing Sound, the uploader of this video is a self-professed paranormal enthusiast and ghost hunter. After hearing about one of the scariest sites of paranormal activity in Massachusetts, the uploader decided to take his new GoPro and a friend to see what the hype was all about, attempting to get some legitimate ghost footage along the way. The site the two chose happened to be a tunnel known as the Bloody Pit. Having heard stories about the tunnel, the two remained unconvinced that it could have possibly been as bad as the stories led on. What they would find there, however, would go on to haunt them in the years to come. Having earned the nickname due to the over 200 people who reportedly died creating the mountain tunnel, the tunnel has a rich past, allowing for ample haunting opportunities. What's more, the secluded tunnel has more recently been the site of a murder and numerous other crimes, leading law enforcement to effectively ban people from visiting the spot. Deciding the risk was worth it, the uploader and his friend made their way to the tunnel, only to capture some seriously creepy audio. While standing in the tunnel, what sounds like a woman's voice can be heard, as picked up by the GoPro. Her words, "You're gonna die."
But this guy is brave, man. It's me. I would get the F out of here, man. Who wants to go into a dark tunnel like this? Maybe if a group of men, I can, but 2 or 3, nah. I'd rather get the F out of here, man.
And can be heard repeated over and over again in the background of the video. Low and distorted, her words are partially disguised, but seem to easily match the subtitles provided by the uploader. Distinctly ominous, the uploader explains in his Reddit post that the words have haunted him ever since, and understandably so.
Man, it's way too dark for me, man. If I were you, move your ass, man. It's God. Not for me. This is. It's not scary. It's spooky. I mean, there's two different of that words, right? It just you feel like, nah. Let's go.
Uploaded to Reddit by user Nutzak, this is potentially some of the most obvious ghost footage we've seen yet. As is explained in both the video and the accompanying Reddit post, the video was captured in the uploader's mum's house. In the hallway in question is a singular light controlled by 2 separate switches. Keeping the camera viewed on both switches as much as possible while still showing the light, the uploader points out that both switches are clearly in the on position.
That switch down there is on. Yes. See it past my shaking. This one is on, okay?
While this seems like nothing particularly creepy, the hallway light begins to turn off and then on again all by itself.
It's Mom. See what I mean? It's
much more prolonged than a simple flicker. It's clear the light is actually being turned off and then back on again. As the light goes off the second time, the switch nearest to the uploader is clearly visibly switched to the off position, with nothing and no one anywhere near the switch.
You can hear it. Mom, nope.
If you slow the footage,
nope. Get your family and your ass out of there. And get someone to deal with this thing. Electricians, priests, or some sort of shit. Spooky, actually. So, sorry for the words, guys. It's just, I'm out of here.
Down, you can clearly see the switch flick downwards. Many viewers have concluded that something supernatural, some invisible spirit, is messing around with the switch, purposefully turning the light off and then on again. Rightly so, the uploader quickly nopes out of there, genuinely freaked out by the odd event that he's just witnessed. And we can't blame him.
Nope.
As the Reddit post explains, the uploader's mother continues to live in the home, which has become a hotbed of odd experiences and potential supernatural events over the years. A slightly different type of ghost footage. This video, uploaded to YouTube channel Caters News and taken by Andrew Hearn, takes mysterious orb footage to another level. While we've seen these orbs frequently captured by cameras, particularly security and CCTV cameras late at night, this video uploader has essentially gotten up close and personal with a bright and fast-moving orb. A potential close encounter, the video depicts the uploader driving down the street at night. However, seen racing toward the uploader's vehicle from the opposite direction is a large orb. Impressive in size from even far away, the orb seems to come almost dangerously close to the vehicle before moving on. As the video is overlaid with some mysterious whispers, it's unclear whether these were added while editing the video in order to provide a dramatic effect, or if it was actually captured during the recording. The The addition of the whispering, however, makes it clear that the uploader had experienced a chilling and deeply affecting supernatural experience. With the one who experienced it seemingly haunted by the event, this is the kind of video one can watch over and over and still be left without answers. This creepy clip seems to depict a ghost in the most traditional envisioning there is. Taken in the middle of a large crowd at night, a strange white figure can be seen floating through the air. The figure...
I think I've seen this video. Well, no, I mean, not the whole video. I mean, this one. I think I've seen it before. Well, can't remember when. This was an old video. I should look at the graphic, actually.
appears as a white, billowing being high above the crowd. Much like the traditional and cartoony depiction of ghosts, this figure seems to be fully human-sized and floating mid-air. Whatever it is moves purposefully over the crowd, gliding from one end to the other. In fact, while watching closely, it almost appears as though the figure is wading through the air. The strange object is only visible for a few seconds, making it hard to get a solid look. That, coupled with the low-resolution footage, makes it hard to make any definitive conclusions. Some commenters have said that it is indeed a ghost floating over the crowd. Others, however, think it could simply be a bag caught in the wind, or perhaps even a lantern.
Lantern?
I'll throw this one out to you, the audience. What do you make of this strange floating figure? Let me know in the comments section below.
Yeah, comment to my section as well. I need to know. Is that real? Or hoax?
Posted by Reddit user Defend Aloha, the story behind this ghost footage, or lack thereof, is full of twists and turns. Coming home late one night, a young woman named Kimberly goes to tell her father that she's made it home safely. However, before she's able to successfully approach her father, Kimberly hears a strange noise coming from inside the house. Because of this, she decides to do a quick sweep of her own home in order to ensure there's nothing wrong. However, as she reaches the top level of her home, the home security system goes off and provides the family with an alert. As shown in the first screenshot uploaded to accompany the story, the security app sent a message to the family displaying, "Warning, an intrusion has been detected." The family moves to a safe part of the home while Kimberly's dad explores the house, seeing nothing off except for the wide open garage. As he checks the home, the security company calls him, to which he responds that they're not in any immediate danger. However, this is before the footage from the motion-activated security cameras is sent to him in response to the odd activity. The footage in question has not been provided to accompany the tale, but for good reason. There's nothing visible except for an odd thumbnail. What sets this story apart from a potential home invasion is the odd paranormal effects surrounding the footage. The footage captured by the camera was supposedly completely pitch black. As explained in the post, there was quite literally nothing visible in the video. However, despite nothing showing up on the video's thumbnail is prevailingly creepy. Depicting a young woman hunched over, dressed entirely different to Kimberly herself or anyone else within the home, the image is haunting enough on its own. However, when paired with the fact that it was scrubbed from the actual footage captured by the camera, the entire fiasco screams potential paranormal activity. The figure in the thumbnail looks to be bald, has a strange thin left arm, and appears to be walking with a limp. Some have even said the figure looks like they're wearing a hospital gown. In this case, the lack of footage is certainly mysterious, yet it leaves us having to trust the Reddit user and take their word that the footage came up black. However, the haunting image of the strange figure standing in the home is certainly chilling, and for now will have to remain a mystery.
Yeah. I didn't want to see it.
Before we get to that number one spot and take a look at some creepy footage of a shadow figure following a man, remember to hit that subscribe button and tickle the bell icon. That way you'll be notified about all our latest scary and mysterious content.
Subscribe, okay?
Another iteration of odd ghost footage, this security footage seems to depict a man being followed by a creepy ghost. As seen in the footage, the man walks outside from one point to another. However, immediately trailing behind him is an oddly distorted figure. The figure is just visible enough to be noticeable when picked up on the dark camera. And if you look closely, you can actually see directly through the object. It almost looks like a hunched over person.
I think that guy is realized that he can follow. He just nothing. I think he realized it, but he just I don't care. As long as you do nothing, I'll do nothing. But what the hell am I saying? But if it was me, I would ran as fast as I could to my home, man. It's God. Not for me.
Whatever the spectre's intentions, it's clear that it's keen on following the man in question, and quite closely too. Video experts have analysed the footage and so far have come up with very little comforting conclusions. Some say it could just be an artifact pixel cluster, an occurrence that can sometimes happen with security footage. This is when old footage overlays on new footage and creates
It can't be because you can see the figure right here after he moves. How can it effect of an image? It's like I'm not an expert, but I feel like it's real.
Distorted figures. However, others believe that the eerie figure really is trailing behind the man. Love to get your thoughts on this one in the comments section below.
Yeah, leave a comment about it. I need to know.
If you want more scary videos, then check out that link on the top there.
Alright, I guess that's it. It's actually quite thrilling and chilling. This is actually one of the many of his videos, and we'll be checking out more later. Yeah, again, you get it. Later, alligator. Sorry, guys. Alright. Thank you guys for watching my videos. If you like it, please subscribe. Press that button of like and share if you can. See you around for another next videos.